Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Three Dads and a Console. Not everyone has the chance to keep up with the latest and greatest in video game news, but that's why we are here for you, and it is the last episode of the year. I'm one of your hosts, Wobble Plays, and alongside me is the recently boosted Court. Court, hello.
How's it going, Wabba?
It's good.
Yeah, like I got boosted yesterday, so my arm hurts. I got a bruise. I'm very tired. My eyes hurt. I've had a headache for over 24 hours now. It won't go away. So yay. But I'm safer. So doing the right thing.
You should see the other guy.
Ugh.
Also alongside of us is the Buster of Ghosts. As I just saw your shirt.
It's Ghostbuster shirt.
Are you not a Ghostbuster presently?
I am.
Then
Hi everyone, how's it going?
The Ghost
Happy
Pirate.
end of 2021.
Mind you, your green cup could be your Slimer. Like
Slimer.
True. Oh, imagine if this.
Hardly.
if it was a Slimer cup, you got to get a Slimer cup now.
And you can drink Ecto Cooler out of it.
Cooler, and then
Oh
it
my
can go
gosh.
into diabetic shock after. From all the
It's
sugar.
honestly, you would go doing what you loved. Is there any better way than on the death certificate to put Ecto Cooler? But
Hey, I returned my Xbox mini fridge, by the way. It's not coming.
You did?
I do not want it. The amount of people, well, I've seen sorry, Xbox Canada, but the amount of people that I've seen that have said this thing is loud and it's not that good. And I was like, for some reason Xbox pulled a PlayStation on this one, and instead of doing the straight conversion, decided to make an extra $20 on it. I'm like, yeah, nope. How about this one? I offered it to many people at cost. It was like, hey, I got a pre-order on this, and there were so many people were like, yeah, so I don't want that. So I just canceled my pre-order, and I'm not even gonna get it. I had one.
mini
Not getting
fridges
it.
are expensive though. I don't mean like in terms of like keeping them running. Like I think our electric bill went down like $100 when I unplugged ours. Granted, it's much bigger, but
Yeah, but do I really need it? Let's be honest here.
do we really need anything? Sometimes you
And
just
it would
want
have to
what you
go where
want.
the Xbox 360 is, and I like the 360 better
Yeah.
than a mini
agree.
fridge of things that'll just make me have to go pee.
Yeah, true. I kind of want a mini fridge up here, but that's because I'm lazy and I don't want.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but Pez, if you
To the
could
first
put like,
floor.
see that door that's behind you?
Yeah.
It's obviously to like this crawl space. Is that
Yeah.
crawl space?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
let's
that-
call it a crawl space.
Imagine that was where you could actually go to the bathroom, and you had like a toilet like right there.
Maybe I can. Maybe my coffee can is in there. No one knows about it.
It just has a hole. It has a hole in his seat with a bucket underneath. We
That's
just
right.
can't see it.
Oh my god, that is big brained 2022 type stuff.
That is ultimate gamer.
That is
So-
also, that is South Park World of Warcraft stuff.
Man,
Oh, mom,
look at-
bathroom,
Bathroom!
bathroom.
oh god.
So,
So,
speaking of bathrooms, what did you get for Christmas there, Wabba?
I got a new toilet seat.
Did you?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Did you get a
That would have blown your mind. No. Those things scare me. I don't.
And also, can you explain to the listeners, because Waba is Jewish, so if anybody didn't understand, so you celebrate both, you said. So
Yes.
do you get double the gifts?
I don't. I used to, which
Yeah,
probably
well,
explains a lot.
Yeah, it does explain a lot with all the collectors, but that means you could have like doubled up. So like, tell us a perfect Christmas when you were able to double the gifts. What'd you get?
So, you guys are gonna think like you're like, man, this guy was like
No.
mad spoiled.
Nope.
There were years where it was like,
Don't worry,
so
we're
my
already-
family didn't know about anything I liked. They just knew I liked things. So that I'd get like a Nintendo 64 and then like whatever games. Like the reason why I know so much is because I didn't ask for like, oh yeah, I want Mario. Then they would get like Space Station. God, I don't even remember what they're called. Like I would get like all like the weird, like you know, like the A tier games which are like the first party, then like the B tier games which are like third. I'd get like the C tier as well.
Yeah, you get the
Because they would just get
shovelware.
whatever. And it was so good. Space Station, Silicon Valley, these were like good titles that like now they're like in terms of like super valuable because no one else bought them. And I kept all the manuals. I had like air hockey tables, like oh my gosh. Like giant Lego, every Lego, dude. It was nuts. It was too much
No
sometimes.
wonder you decided to never become an adult.
I know. But
You were
now
lucky.
Now it's very much. I feel like the opposite. This year I didn't know what I wanted, and a lot of it was just like, it was like, oh, what do you want? I'm like I'm good. Like,
What'd you get? Well, yeah, it's because not like you play video games. You play NHL.
yeah, and well, all the games I want, I've been lucky enough to get through EA because that's mostly what I play. But the big things I would say is that I got a second webcam because what I want to do is have a second angle, but also I want to do pack openings in a way that isn't using my phone. Even though that was a good way, Pez, using OBS Ninja, OBS.Ninja for anyone who needs a second camera. You can make your phone the input. I can have a mic arm and I can have it face down so I can look like it'll be like much more professional. And then when I got it, I told my brother-in-law Zambisaurus, hey, now I can, do you watch pack openings? I love watching Pokemon, even though I don't know them all. He got me a Pokemon like pack, so I'm gonna open those for the first time in a million years. And the other big thing was something I actually got myself. I got myself an Elgato green screen. I kind of wanted one, and it was on sale, and I was like, you know what, like, treat yourself. But I found one for $75 on Facebook Marketplace, and they came and met me, and they also threw in another green screen giant thing. So now I have two.
When did we get to see it?
Sorry.
This is the green screen behind you right now?
No, this is Discord.
I
was gonna say this is not good. Whatever's behind you is not good.
If that is
you gotta go get your money back.
Wampus.
If that's your green screen, you gotta go get your money back.
You got taken.
Yeah, seriously.
What's an Elmato?
Yeah,
I got the Johnson & Johnson of green screens. No, I haven't set it up yet. I'm gonna do a stream for that because obviously that's
your Waba, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, and this was the first year, kind of from the dad perspective, that my daughter like understood Christmas. Like, we went to Dunkin' Donuts and she saw like they had Santa there. They had Santa there, and it was like insane to her. And she understands Santa, and she was excited, and we did all this traveling. Everybody went like balls out. It was nuts. Santa was very good to her at my father-in-law's, my mother-in-law's.
What bluey stuff did she get?
She got no bluey. A lot of it was like
the trash.
no,
Christmas
like play stuff, like a veterinarian set and like a like sandwich shop and like an Elsa tower, and it's like it's so much.
I
but
have
it's
that
like
with the elevator. With the elevator,
she
with
sings "Let It Go."
Yeah. So, are you just gonna put that in storage?
Never seen the movie.
Oh.
She's never seen the movie. Knows the words of the song.
I've watched Encanto 9 times.
Can you Encanto?
Dude, I could tell you everything in that movie. So Pez,
yo,
what was your Christmas? Waba obviously sounds like he had one hell of a Christmas, and it sounds like you had a very good family Christmas. Am I wrong here, Waba?
No, it was very good. It was exhausting, but it was good.
Yeah, and your daughter loves you. That's all that matters. Pez, did your kids drive you crazy because they're older, and for them Christmas is all about gimme, gimme, gimme? So how was it?
Surprisingly, no. Yeah, it was good. So they're like, I would say your like gimme gimmes are usually like
6 to 8.
6 to I was gonna say 6 to 8. Because this year, like my youngest is 10.
Oh, okay.
And all she wanted for Christmas was a full-size bed because she has a room big enough. She was sleeping on a twin bed. She was like, I don't want a twin bed. So that's what we got her. And I made her. So daddy and daughter took the old bed apart, put the new bed together. I made her sit there and help me do all that fun stuff. And she was like, what do I do? And I said, you get daddy the tools. And she was like, why do I do that? I said, because this is what you do.
That sounds like me and my brother-in-law when he asked him to help me with anything. I'm your daughter in that scenario.
Yeah, that's fine. That tracks. That's fine. So we put her bed together. And like my oldest is 18. So we got her like a big basket, and inside of it was like necessities that you need as like you're getting older. Like, some clothes, some like gift cards, and a bunch of like little.
Was there any hints to get out of the house?
No.
A couple?
I openly say that all the time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you can leave. You're an adult. Have fun paying rent.
Well, no, you're illegally an adult. We don't know if you are an adult.
No, you're definitely not. But you are old enough that I can throw you out of the house without the state being like, you can't do that. No, but it was good. It was good. It was a good little holiday. As usual, my in-laws and my parents, the two sets of grandparents, spoiled the kids. Uh, I got a. I knew I was an adult. I knew not only was I an adult, but I was a homeowning adult when I got a DeWalt power drill and was super
Nice.
excited about it.
Was it? Did you get the hammer drill too, or is just the power drill?
Just the power drill.
You're gonna have to get the hammer drill because you could, just in case you have concrete or anything
Yeah.
outside. Trust me, you'll need it.
Yeah. So this came about because when we were running Ethernet cables throughout my house, we tried to drill through my daughter's floors in the second.
Oh,
in the
people,
second-
I'm just whoa.
No worries, no worries. dude.
Boosted.
And he's
Oof.
boosted. And we I had a 7-volt drill, and there was no way. My
Yeah,
buddy
what's
was like,
the
"This-
voltage on
Voltage.
your battery?
It's a 20-volt.
Sheesh.
No, that's
What?
trust me, Pez is gonna learn. He wants upgraded that. You need to upgrade that 20 volt.
You got to boosty
get
that
there.
20.
We'll get there. We'll get those boosties very soon.
Well, no, you can just get the battery like they usually go on sale. You can get what you can get next Christmas or your birthday. You
Yeah.
ask for that hammer drill with the battery pack. Like it comes in the black case and you get the extra 2 battery packs so that you have them going. So you just like click, boom, click, click, boom. And then all of a sudden Pez is like, so I'm going to build a deck. I'm going to do this. And he has no choice. Once you get the drills, you just want to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's
And he
already
got
on.
DeWalt. He got the good stuff.
My wife already wants, because we have a back deck and we have a front deck, and they're pretty
See?
much like parallel to each other, but there's a gap in the middle, and she's like, we got to connect those. She wants,
Yeah,
basically
you want
wants
it
to make
going all
like
the
a
way around the
farmer's
house.
porch. Yeah, she basically
Oh.
wants to make it like a little farmer's porch.
Are you going to put a swing there for her too?
No.
Are you going to get chickens?
Yes.
Are you?
No.
Oh, because you said farmers, so I didn't know what that was.
You don't know what a farmer's porch is?
It goes all the way around the house.
Yeah, it goes around
Why
the
not?
house.
That's what it's called?
Like
Yeah, it's called a
Forrest
farmer's
Gump.
porch.
Forrest Gump. He's
Is
got
it
a
a
farmer's. I'm
Why do they
trying
call
to
it
help
that?
you here. Well, it's just the old
know.
farmhouses had it. No, like think about it. Like Clark Kent's house in all the Supermans. He's got a farmer's porch. I want one. They're very nice. They look
Yeah,
nice.
very nice.
I hear Pez
Wow.
can build you one.
Yeah.
I don't think he can
I'll
actually.
be right there. I'll be right there with my 20-volt, my 7-volt. I'll bring my 7-volt Black &
Oof.
Decker, and I'll get it done
Oh,
by
no.
2025. And then my in-laws got me, my parents got me an Elgato key light. My in-laws got me an Elgato key light. So I have some lights. They got
That's
they got
awesome.
me LED strip lights. Just stream stuff and a new camera. So
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
upgraded the stream.
Court, what was
That
your
Waba hates. I mean, not Waba.
I don't
Court
hate it.
I don't like. Well, you know
Court
what? It's not
hates
that I don't.
the webcam.
No, well, okay. So I got one too. That's what I
Yeah.
got for Christmas. I got the Elgato cam, face
Go
cam.
off,
It's
King.
called. No, wait. I got the Elgato face cam because I do a lot of YouTube on Xbox A. YouTube Xbox A. And because of Discord, unfortunately, Discord doesn't like anything, and I didn't like how wide the lens is. And Pez was actually complaining about this right before we started the show. It's very wide, so it would show what's on my desk over here that you can't see right now, and it would also show the wall over here. Like you'd be able to see the poster here, the Red Ring of Death poster. I have it from Xbox. You'd be able to see it perfectly. It wide spectrum. So when you zoom in, it becomes very pixelated. So it's more of a wide view. I was actually laughing. If you go on Elgato's YouTube page, they have a 4K video of the guy using it. Yet the darn thing doesn't film in 4K. So I was like, what? Okay. I was just laughing. He's like, and this is the camera, and this is the camera, and he's pointing at it. And I'm like, your video says it's in 4K. Then you're not shooting with this camera.
They
But-
make good products, but some of it is clearly marketing.
Yeah,
They-
yeah. I just
they
for the
Upres it in post.
yeah. So
as we
for
say
the
in the biz.
price of this thing, it's $300 MSRP in Canada. I have been using the Logitech HD 1080p camera. That is what I'm using right now. It actually it's very good.
Amazing.
And I got another key light. So I already had a key light. I got it on sale at Boxing Day for $70. I got another one. So now I have 2. I actually have turned off my ring light, and I only use the key lights are that good that I only use 2 key lights now. Pez and I were testing it out before, and I was testing it out with
Right.
Matt earlier. The ring light, I don't need it. It actually makes me too bright
Yeah,
for this
too
room.
bright.
So I returned the cam the face cam, and I've decided that we're almost at 1,100 subs. And I said to Matt, when we get to 3,000, I'm gonna buy a very good camera, and that's what I'll use. But for now, this Logitech, it's great. I truly believe for anybody out there that's going to be doing YouTube or doing any streaming or anything, lighting is key, and your microphone. Oh, this Elgato Wave 3 is phenomenal.
Yep,
We
agreed.
almost all of us have one except Waba. Maybe he should get one.
I don't need one. I sound like crap anyway, even with a good mic.
Waba has a very good mic.
The issue is my voice. No.
So,
Dude,
anyways,
I understand that big time.
I got the 2 key lights here. I have one coming down the side of me here. So this key light here to my left is actually perpendicular to my arm here. It's here. So it's actually taking it away so that it don't blend in anymore and you can actually see definition. It's actually very good. These lights are very good. I got a lot of games. So I took back the cam, the face cam, and I bought the terabyte Seagate drive for the Xbox Series X. So I can actually take it, I can put games on it, and then come upstairs to my Series S and just plug it in.
That's
and
really
I can
cool.
play off the drive. So what I've done is I
Beautiful.
put a ton of 360 games on there because they were all on sale on the Xbox store, and I know PlayStation had the same thing, but I wouldn't buy old games on the PlayStation store because you can't play them. I got a whole bunch of games, and I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I got Watch Dogs Legion, all these games that I'd played previously. I got Grand Theft Auto because it's going to be a free next-gen upgrade. Only on Xbox. You'll have to pay for it on PlayStation. And I got The Witcher 3, which will another be free next-gen upgrade. And then a friend of mine gave me his 360 that you see behind me there for free, but he gave me a stack of games like this. So I have, for this year coming up, I've decided I'm going to get back my gamer score, and that's something I'm doing myself for Christmas. And I got this. It's so that for the listeners, I'm holding up a Batman History of book. It's huge. It's amazing. And I got socks and stuff, but Emma, my daughter, had one heck of a Christmas. And she's at that age at 5 years old that Santa's a huge deal. And it was awesome. I made her a Lego table and it was amazing.
Can you,
dude, that Lego table?
How was that? I haven't seen it, but I remember the idea was cool.
What do you mean you haven't seen it?
Did you tweet it out?
Yeah, dude. Come on, Waba. I'm pretty sure I put it in our Discord.
This guy.
No way.
The state of them.
Oh no, I put my shelf in there, and I played Far Cry Blood Dragon, but
okay, but I'm the jerk. All right,
I didn't call you a jerk.
No, Pez did with his friggin' judgy eyes.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was a great success. I had a great time with my family. I got boosted, and I'm tired.
Boosted.
That table looks sick.
Before we get into the next topic, I wanted to talk about because I've been playing old games, and I can't really call them old because Assassin's Creed Valhalla isn't that old. But I went back and I started playing The Division 2 again because it was $8 in the Xbox store. And it was $14 for everything. I was like, okay. So I messaged Pez and I was like, I'm about to do something hilarious. I was like, I'm about to play The Division 2 again. Considering I put over 200 hours, almost 300 hours in it on the PlayStation. I finished it. I'm already at World Tier 1. I'm going to be keep going. But it plays amazing. Like, it looks awesome. The updates that they've done from when Pez and I played it a year ago, it's like night and day. It's a new game. There's cutscenes in there that weren't there before. It's so much more of a better game. I wish this was the final product that came out, and I truly believe that everybody would be playing The Division then because it's that good. Mm-hmm. But I also started playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I learned that my save carried over from the PlayStation. So I turned it on the Xbox, and it said, it had continue, and I'm like, nah, there's no way. And I clicked continue, and I was in my 90-hour plus game, and all of a sudden achievements started popping on the screen over and over and over and over and over again, like diamond, boom, 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 because I got a ton of achievements in this game. And I was pleasantly surprised. So then I started doing some research. Watch Dogs Legion has it. Apex Legends, Call of Duty. There's a bunch of games out there that have cross-save, progression, where if you turn them on your PlayStation or your Xbox, everything just pops up.
Oh,
And I've realized that every game needs that
Yeah.
forever. And then I played a bunch of I played Force Unleashed, which looks amazing in 4K on the Xbox Series X. I played a lot of old games. I turned into Waba. I was playing old games.
Live in the past, man.
Nothing wrong with
Never
that.
doesn't
Oh, man.
disappoint you.
There's nothing. I finished my Halo. There's nothing out there for me to play, so I'm playing old stuff.
You mean you don't want to go ahead and play the hit Sega game Sakura Wars on the PS4?
No, I don't want to. I'm looking at this. I was even talking to
I like
Pez
how we
about this.
both answered at the same time. No,
I'm
don't.
thinking. I'm still thinking about selling my PS5. My wife is trying to talk me out of it because she's like, "What do you need that $1,000 for?" And I'm like, "Well, I could buy an Oculus, which would be fun." And believe it or not, this sounds hilarious. I could buy a Switch for my daughter, and then she could play Nintendo games. And I thought about it. I was like, right now on the PlayStation there is, we talked about this, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a game that I thoroughly loved, and we have Forbidden West coming out, and it looks beautiful, and possibly God of War, but Pez because now convinced me that that's not going to
I'm
happen.
convinced it's not coming out this year.
But
Convinced.
anyways, those are your two tentpole games that are going to be only on PlayStation. Xbox is going to have Starfield, but they also have Game Pass, and they've got me. We all know that PlayStation's version of Game Pass won't even be coming till 2023, if that, 2024, 2023. They have PlayStation Plus, which we will talk about, that technically is Game Pass as long as you've kept it the whole time, because then you get to keep all those games. But I'm not playing my PlayStation, and I truly feel the Xbox. I said to Pez, if I could have the DualSense on the Xbox, then it would be the perfect console, because the DualSense is the better controller, but the Xbox is the better console. The fact that I can go play old games, the fact that the new Grand Theft Auto, when they do the 4K or The Witcher and all that, there's no downloading and doing that crazy save thing, or even having to pay for another version like PlayStation does. It's just free.
I
They
love
just- They
when
give you the new version.
when you have a PS4 to PS5, if you want, or like if you want to move to a new console, you can do it on Wi-Fi. Or you can plug in an Ethernet cable in the back of both, and it just does it. I didn't realize how silly that was until like we started talking about like other consoles.
Well, how about this? A friend of mine who got an Xbox Series S for Christmas, he started playing Force Unleashed because I was telling him how good it looks. His save that was in the cloud started up again.
That's ridiculous.
His save that was in the cloud, because when he had it on the 360 and he finished it, he didn't think so. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to play it again." And he turns it on. And he goes, "So I've finished it."
He's like, I already
Because-
beat it, and then he
Done.
deleted it. He's like, I'm good.
But it automatically went. He went in there and he was like, he sent me a message like, it says press continue, and I did, and everything was there. Now I wish PlayStation did that. I wish that I could go into a PS5 and throw on Infamous 1 and 2, and everything was there, and
Imagine.
just replay it again on bad, like because I finished it on good, right? I never platinumed it. But you can't, and so that's the thing about Xbox. I'm playing with my daughter. I got Outright Games has all their games now on Game Pass. Well, most of them. It has the Dolby Vision, it has the Dolby Atmos, and it has Pez. Pez's got an X, and he's
Yep.
loving it.
I love it. I love it. It's in my living room on my 55-inch 4K TV. I will say it is a great console. I have some issues. The UI,
It's terrible.
Xbox's UI stinks. Quick resume is a great feature, but I don't like it for games that need to have online connectivity. Because like if I quick resume Halo, and I was playing multiplayer last, like I'm in the multiplayer whatever menu, and it's like, oh, Halo servers are down. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just
Yeah, it makes you have to go out and come back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, you
They
have to
need
go
to
out and come
do
back.
what I was telling you about with the Division 2. The Division 2 kicks you out, but it brings you right back to the screen where it says that it's going into the server. Some of the games work, some of the games don't. But Pez is right. Like quick resume has its quirks.
Yeah,
but when it works, oh Jesus!
But then you play a
don't.
game like so I put Halo down for a bit because I was like, it's open world, but like I didn't want open world. I don't want it right now, so I'm not gonna play it. So I've been playing Psychonauts 2, which is incredible. And quick resume on Psychonauts 2 is fantastic.
Like, think about this. So, Wawa, you love Persona, and this
I
will give
do.
you your segue. Would it be awesome because of all the dungeons and so on and so forth? It's a long game. instead of putting your console in rest mode, you could turn your console off, walk away from it, and then when you turn it on and you go into that game, you could even play 5 other games and then go back into Persona, and it would take you right back where you were, right at that instant.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of
no load in, like
science.
No nothing. Like Waba. You
Right
get
into
like I can have 4 different games on the go
It's lovely.
in quick
It's a
resume.
lovely feature when it works.
Like even with my new terabyte drive, I can have games on it. So I put a whole bunch of games on it. I can take it from my X, go upstairs, plug it into my S, and it's good to go.
That's crazy. I don't know. I understand. I guess I need to experience it to understand.
I've got also I will say this, Pez, you got to get yourself an Elite controller. It is the I can't use any other controller now. Like my 20th anniversary, all that, this just sits there and collects dust now.
Good.
Mine's
It's
still in the
collecting
box.
value. It's appreciating.
No, so what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna sell my Volt, which actually
yeah.
is Waba. You should buy that off me because that is a Waba controller. of all
Good
things.
answer, Steve.
I think I'm gonna sell the Volt and sell the Aqua Shift because I only use the Halo Master Chief Elite Series 2. That thing is amazing.
I would have
Best
kept
controller
that in
I've
the
ever
box.
used.
I heard are the sticks? They're still the left stick is still up high, right?
Yeah, I love it. But once again,
It's
I
so
said to
foreign
Pez,
to me.
it's not though. I'm so used to it now that when I turned on my Xbox to see if I had to update it, and I did, uh, just to play a game to see what it felt like. I still like the controls. I like the sticks on the Xbox, but I like the haptic feedback and the triggers on the PlayStation, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. Yep.
The triggers are better. But if I could get, I think I was saying this on Xbox A, they need to bring out the next Xbox, the Series X Elite or whatever they're going to call it, needs to come with an Elite controller. Without a doubt.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes. I agree. I have trouble spending that amount of money on a controller.
They're on sale though. For you guys, they're only $150.
Wait,
Dude,
they're
they're
$150 for a controller?
They're $300 here.
What?
Oof.
I've just stopped playing video games altogether. Like that's a motivation to get me to go outside.
No, it's not. There's no way. So, speaking of Persona, Waba.
Oh yes.
Speaking of not going outside, talk to
Yeah.
us about so Persona 5 Strikers included in January's PS Plus lineup, which by the way is very good. So we have Persona 5 Strikers, Deep Rock Galactic, which I love. There's a
Oh,
game
you do?
I love, yes.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
that
crapping on your game.
That game is truly very, very good.
Okay.
And then what was the last? I don't know.
Dirt
Dirt
5,
5.
which is Dirt.
It's Dirt. It's
Some
what's that?
schmuck
What's
game.
that band? What's that band? She effing hates me.
Oh,
Puddle of Mud. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's right up there with Puddle of Mud.
You just unlocked like a hidden memory.
I hope it was a good
memory
one.
from Waba.
Is what it is. So
Put-
when I was
Puddle
dumping
Mud
on
slap.
the other 2 games, I didn't know you liked Deep Rock Galactic, so I was dumping on it before we started podcasting.
Fair
So
enough.
this is part 1 of my 3-part apology.
No, Deep Rock Galactic is a lot of fun. So before you go in your Persona rant, let me talk
going
about
on a
Deep
rant.
Rock Galactic for a bit. Okay. Deep Rock Galactic, the concept of the game is you're a dwarf, and your goal is, your job basically is to go into like these procedural generated caverns, and you mine for whatever the company told you to mine for. Could be gold, could be whatever. But they have classes. So there's a support class, an engineer class, scout class, and a driller class, where you can drill through rock much quicker. Very good.
What's
Very
the
good.
smell what the rock is cooking?
You can. I don't know what it smells like, and I don't know if bedrock.
It
can
doesn't
cook.
matter what it smells like. Oh god.
That was
Nailed
good.
it. But it is a fun game, especially I have a group that I play with on Steam, so I've enjoyed it a lot. So if you have a group you can play with, you will love it, love it, love it. Quick note for those that get it: it is not cross-play. So if you have it on, like, it's on Game Pass right now, you cannot play with Steam. My guess is it'll be that way across the board with everything, and that's because they're a very small studio that has put it together. All right, Waba. Now to Persona 5 Strikers.
The
A game
fact that
both
they're
Waba and I have played.
so the fact that they Persona 5, I screamed when I saw that. So I own the game, but the fact that they did this, we've talked about in the past Xbox getting buddy with Atlas and potential buying, and the fact that this happened makes me very hopeful that that's not going to be the case because they're getting the
Hey,
bag.
I
Could it
hope
still
it's not the
happen?
case.
Yes,
I don't,
but
I don't want those terrible games to ruin Game Pass.
yeah. If only you were so lucky. So Persona 5 Strikers is a game that is a spin-off. It is unlike any that we've had. In the past, the standard spin-off is fighting game, Persona 4 Ultimax, and a dancing game, Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. They've done that for 4, they've done that for 3. 3 was not going to go in the history. Strikers is a
Please don't.
not this episode. Strikers is different in the sense of it's not a turn-based fighting style. It's very different, and it also introduces like different characters, different mechanics, and it builds on some of like the dungeon crawling aspect, not so much the turn-based combat, at least from what I saw. It's very good. Same voice actors, which is really good. Some of the voice actors did not return for spin-offs. Laura Bailey did not reprise her role as Rise in the dancing game, which made me sad, but the person they had was very good. I don't know if she got too famous or she just had a scheduling conflict or both. But it's very good that they brought everybody back for this one. And they have some new characters that are very endearing. This is a direct sequel. It takes place after Persona 5 The Royal. I don't know if you have to play, or Persona 5, I don't know if you have to play The Royal. But I will say...
You do not. You do
no,
not. It does not
it's
take
just the
place.
original.
Yeah, yeah.
So, to understand what the F is happening in this game, you have to play Persona 5.
Oh, that's smart.
To, I would say, 100% appreciate it. Could you play it and just kind of get it? Yeah, they kind of get into the dynamic and stuff like that, but like you're going to miss out on a lot of the story, a lot of the kind of the familiarity with the team. And Persona 5, which is included on PlayStation 5, as one of the free games, is a 50 to 60 hour game if you're not a casual. So it's a big prerequisite, but if you're already into those games and maybe you skipped this because it wasn't on your radar, you thought it looked dumb. Well, if you thought it looked dumb, meet me outside. But it's a good way to get into.
Catch me outside.
How about that?
I know, right? But it's a good way to get into it, and even if you haven't played it, just hop in, try it out. It's gonna take you like an hour and a half to get into the combat, so Court's not gonna play it. But at least you can kind of see what's going on in this world, and I think you're gonna fall in love with the characters. You're gonna
say that.
Yeah.
I'll play an Assassin's Creed that takes like an hour and a half to get through the prologue, but Persona 5 was just bad.
You just can't appreciate it, and
Yep,
you're also
that's what it
gonna
is.
not understand why there's a talking cat, and that's honestly on you.
Yep.
But I'm very happy. I'm excited for other people to play it. I'm gonna continue. Me and Pez were talking about this. I did not give it the time and attention it deserved, not because I didn't like it, but because it came out, and then I had to shift my focus towards NHL things because that was ramping
That's
up.
the
So I'm
only
excited
game
to
you
go
play?
back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my content is based on that. But I'm
Is it, though?
excited to go back.
Is it though? Is it?
No, it's based on nonsense with NHL in the background,
Yeah, exactly. Let's be honest. It's based on you talking to your friends.
pretty much. And but yeah, go back, go and play it. I'm shocked, and the reason I'm so passionate about this, not just because I love the franchise, but it is having now viewed Game Pass. I actually just downloaded while we were talking because you were talking about it. Octopath Traveler.
That's a good game.
And Hearts of Iron 4. But this is the first big win I've seen in PlayStation, and it's not even considered a big win, which is what kind of messes with me. Like, it's a very niche game that like people like me are going to be like, holy crap, this is great. But overall, like, I haven't had anything from PlayStation Plus I've really wanted to play, and this is like it. And this doesn't even check the box for like your average gamer, I think. But I am glad to see the relationship between Atlas, Sega, and Sony is still very strong.
Good.
And Atlas has already talked about that in 2022. They want to release like a banger. I don't know what that is. I don't know. They just did a SMT5. I don't know if that's Persona or if that's something else, but like, I don't know. It's a good way to get excited. So,
I would love,
yeah, that's my thought.
I would love for Atlas to drop neither Persona or SMT and give us something like they did with Tokyo Sessions Mirage. Give us
That's
something that's like kind of in that Atlas world, but is not either two of their like flag franchises. Like, just give me something a little different.
like a Catherine,
Yeah, yeah. Give me
a,
something
pu-
like
a
that.
pu- puzzle game based on
Yeah,
misogyny. Love it,
but
but
it is a great.
it's a game where
Is
they tempt you to kind of cheat on your woman with a Laura Bailey voice
it's
character.
still a good game.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. You got Troy Baker and Laura Bailey again? Come on.
Can I
Another two.
Can I say something controversial?
Sure.
I'm kind of sick of.
You've never done that
both
before.
Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
Okay, we're breaking up. This is our last podcast.
Get over it. Persona is terrible.
It has nothing to do with Persona. It has to do with
I'm
the
just.
You want to break up with Pez? I'll just crush you. Your Persona games suck.
No, it's not.
No.
I'm just. Quote's done. Quote's done. He's got the boosty running through him.
Oh my god! Like I'm not even kidding you. My eyes are burning. Like they're burning.
Because
I'm
you have
just
to look at
kind of
us.
like, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of sick of the normal people doing the normal things. Like, I played a ton of Spider-Man. Laura Bailey played MJ, and I'm just like, yeah, you're Laura Bailey. I can tell. I'm sick of your voice. Give me someone.
Do you want to
new.
know who played Spider-Man?
Sure.
Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Yosuke in Persona 4.
Would you
And
like
I'm
to
also-
know another fun fact? His wife played the
Terra Platt, right?
his wife played the.
How do you know these things?
Why would I
police chief.
know the voice? Because the cast is perfect, dude.
Oh, okay.
Can I finish?
No.
She played the
Sorry.
fine. You know what's
Sorry,
good?
no. Please
She
go.
played
Please go.
the
I'm sorry.
police chief. Do you know what the police chief's name was?
Gordon?
Yuri.
Who is it?
It's
Commissioner
Yuri,
Gordon.
which is her husband's actual name.
Yes, but originally he wasn't originally cast as Spider-Man, and they recasted Spider-Man, and it was a big deal. All PlayStation fans, and they had a hissy fit when it actually was the right choice, and the new Spider-Man
choice,
was
he was
actually better than the
incredible.
first one. Exactly. But PlayStation fans, video game fans for that matter, just like complaining about things and whining about the dumbest things I've ever seen. I'm tired and irritable, so I'm just gonna
Sunrise,
go off
sunset.
and be like, well, I just don't like. I've seen stuff in the last couple of days on social media, the things people have been complaining about in video games, like. There's a
give us an example?
DLC. Yeah, right now there's a DLC for Watch Dogs Legion that is, I guess, an homage to PT demo. So you get to walk down a hallway and do all this. Instead of people saying that's very cool, they're like, Ubisoft ripping off Kojima. You know what? Shut up. Like, honestly, if anybody else did it or some other, like, if Kojima did it himself, you guys would be all circling around, putting your hand in front of that person and having fun with it. Like, I don't get it. I think it's just they like to, like, hey, I'm going to dump on this person because I can, or I'm going to dump on these people because I want to, instead of just being happy about things. Like, they went out and gave you something you really liked and they put it in a game and they made it as a DLC. You either buy it or you don't buy it. Like, it's not part of the main game. You get to play it, and when you play it, you can be like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's like when you find Easter eggs in a game. Do you dunk on them for putting an Easter egg in the game, or do you go, oh, that's pretty cool that they threw that in the game? Thank you. That's something that I like. Like, instead of, you know what? Why don't we go out there and celebrate things instead of always finding a way to go on social media and wham boohoo like little babies?
Because people on the internet are miserable.
Oh,
That's
like
why.
today, I purposely pissed off Bruin's Twitter for fun.
What'd you say?
I put Tuukka Rask as the Boston Bruin. It was the funniest tweet I've put out in a long time. And then some guy was like, you're trying to get attention. I'm like, did I say that he's getting signed? But I'm like, you're going to cry that I put out that tweet. I'm like, but you know what the best part is? I'm like, in a week from now when he is signed, joke's on you. My tweet was evergreen.
Can you quote? You have to quote tweet it and tag him.
Like,
that's what Days of Yore would do.
I just, instead of,
got that
Days
right.
of Yore is one of my faves. But you just got to just puts it can this is our last show of the year. Can we just put positivity out on the internet instead of finding a way, like you see a movie and you're like, you know, my first tweet's going to be not what I liked about the movie. It's going to be like, this movie sucked. This is what I don't like. I want to be part of the suck brigade. It's like, you know what? I watched Matrix. I liked it. Suck it. All right. I liked the movie. I haven't seen Spider-Man, but I purposely went out there and spoiled it for myself. But I didn't go on the internet and cry that people were spoiling it. I went out there and did it myself. I
Can I
watched
go on
every
a-
last minute of it.
Can I go on a rant that I've been baking for a few weeks, and I talked to
Sure.
Pez on this on my stream?
Before you
If
do,
you yo
Before
go,
you do.
so
can
sorry.
we not? Can we not join something called the Suck Brigade? Because it gives bad connotation. Can we
Okay.
call it something else?
Okay, can we just the people
Pez,
out
can you
there on the
explain?
internet?
I'm not familiar with
How about we
what you're
call it?
referencing.
Okay, the people on the internet that act like childs. Like, if I see one more tweet from somebody saying, "Please don't spoil the movie," hey, guess what? It's social media. Just get off the internet.
Get off the internet.
Like, I don't want you spoiling a movie for me. Don't go on Twitter then.
Get off the internet.
Like, if you don't think if people that saw this movie are not allowed to talk about it because you selfish individual haven't seen it yet, so you decided that the internet is only for you, so you want to cry like a little baby, get off the internet.
I don't
'Cause-
agree with that fully.
I don't care
It's
whether
gotta be
you do
done.
or not. I'm so
But this
tired
is-
of people
this is
complaining
good
about if the
devil's
movie has
advocate.
if the movie has dropped. You get devil's advocate. I know I'm right.
Let's
If
do
the
it.
movie has released, it releases on the Friday, and you just saw it, and the first thing you want to do is celebrate it on the internet and say how cool it was, good for you. But if you get mad at that person, like, man, I haven't seen it, man, you know what? Don't go on the internet until you saw it. You
Fair.
should know better.
So one of
You
the
should
big
know
things
better.
I think you should do is mute tweets that have a certain thing. Like when
Sure.
Last of Us
Agreed.
came out, 2 was coming out, or even like Avengers, I would put character dies, just randomly, just to avoid anything that might come out.
Or don't go on the internet because it's impossible. Like,
However, there are some times where certain content creators will, if a show comes out on Thursday, and they at 7 a.m. will tweet out the big spoiler from that, that is not okay.
Waba's
Because
still
you're
hot
not
over
having-
at-
Waba, block them. Don't follow them on Twitter.
No, I just
did.
did. It's a huge content creator. It's not just like, Timmy4 views. It's like,
Well, it's fine, but
no,
block them.
but this is what I mean. Like, there are so many people who I was getting mad because all the comments were like, why would you do this? And there was no text.
Was it
there was
because
no-
Batman was in the new Spider-Man?
No, and
Yeah.
just spoilers. There was no thought. There was no opinion. There was no, oh man,
Well,
this
exactly.
was so cool. It was
I agree with
a gif of the last frame that showed a reveal in a TV show. And this person was only doing it at 7 a.m. Eastern time to basically be like, I saw this before all of you. It's not exclusive. Seeing it doesn't make you cooler than everybody. It's a TV show on Disney Plus that I pay for too. And guess what? You spoiled it from. I wasn't watching it at the time, so I'm not super bad.
Have you watched
You-
Encanto yet? It's very good.
No, it was Hawkeye, and I've seen it since. I'm over it. It wasn't a huge deal, but it would have been
Are
nice to
you?
not have found out.
Are you? Doesn't sound like you are. But here,
Oh no,
here's what I'll say.
like I said, but this
I went
person
through-
did it again with Spider-Man, and that's when I unfollowed them. I
I-
saw Spider-Man with Nana at 10 a.m. on Friday because I want to avoid people like that, and I was sure as hell right. And
I went
Yep.
through my internet and I decided to unfollow a lot of people the other day. And I actually had people get mad about it. And I'm like, I really want to get into like, do people think we get paid to be on Twitter? And that like I give two shits that
you guys are getting paid.
that they follow me. Like, do they think I care? Like I never understood this. But anyways, if you're wanting to not be spoiled by a video game or not want to be spoiled by a movie, just stay off the internet. The internet is a terrible, terrible place. You either know how to use it properly or you don't. And it is what it is. But just follow your friends. And if your friend spoils it, like purposely goes into your Instagram next time a new movie comes out, because that's what I'm probably going to do, and put in exactly what's going to happen. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
I almost did
But
that out of spite, but I'm not that petty.
Somebody did that in Kim Kardashian's. They went into Kim Kardashian's Instagram and put up like the spoilers for Spider-Man. And I thought that was kind of funny. It was like
Okay,
all
that's-
over the internet.
that is
but
pretty
that is
funny.
funny. That is very funny because
That
she's
is
got so
funny.
many followers, right? So she ruined it for so many people. But if you're doing it maliciously, then you're bad. But like if you come out of the movie and you're like, oh, that's amazing that Batman and Superman are in the new Spider-Man. So what?
Fair.
Like, so what? Like honestly, I haven't watched the new Boba Fett. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow because we're doing this show. If you wanted to spoil it for me right now, whatever, man. Because you know what? I'm gonna watch it anyways. I don't need to be like, if you didn't know what happened in Spider-Man before you watched it or guess, then you know what? You're an idiot. To everybody out there, if you didn't know what everybody thinks has happened in Spider-Man, you're an idiot if you didn't think that was going to happen.
I will
It was
say,
spoiled for months.
but there's a few
reveal
things in
that I
Spider-Man
gasped.
high level that was very cool and was kept hidden, and I'm not going to share what that was. But if I had found that out before, it would have been very now there were things that led to that, but I just think that should you stay off the internet if you don't want to be spoiled? Yes. Can you put filters and stuff like that? Yes. However,
they don't work. There's way
sometimes
around filters. Yeah,
there should be, if you are, and this is mainly coming from like people who like do content, like because I use my Twitter. I don't use it for personal. I use it for Waba Plays brand. I like to interact, and so I'm on it all the time. And if someone just posts a GIF of something that happens, it's like, well, now I can't avoid it. But I think that people should have enough respect for their audiences.
So what's the timeline?
Their followers.
What's the timeline?
I would say a week.
A week? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying months, but a week. But it shows that you do not have any regard, and I don't know these people, they're what they think. But personally, I don't do that because I have enough respect for the people that follow me that I don't want to ruin something for them that they care about if they're not able to see it at 7 a.m. Eastern on a Thursday.
The people about Spider-Man that were whining for 3 days after the movie came out, I was like, oh, you're killing me, people. Like, if I see one more tweet from the same person saying the same thing every day, don't spoil the movie. You know what? I would have went in that person's DM and sent them a copy of the movie just so they'd shut up. Like,
they're yelling into it like the void. Nobody cares.
It's even worse when you actually yell at Twitter. You're like, hey, don't do this thing. Yeah, get off the internet.
Yeah, a troll's going to ruin.
Get off.
Everyone should strive to be
get off the
person
internet.
That they don't ruin it for other people, and they won't ruin it for you. And if you're really that worried, don't look.
Hey, in the future, everybody, you can ruin anything for me. I don't care. I'm gonna play the video game. There's no like, oh my god, the butler did it. That shit doesn't. I don't care. 9 times out of 10, I swear twice on this show now. It's the most I've ever done in an episode. I took media English. My wife hates watching movies with me. I will spoil the living daylight out of a movie before the movie even finishes because there's foreshadowing. It gives away everything. There's major plot holes, and I've heard there's some ginormous ones in Spider-Man. Ginormous, huge plot holes that just, oh my god, like Marvel Cinematic Universe. Whenever they do a crossover with Sony, it's like, hey, you know that thing that we made canon that was that thing? We're just gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't matter right now. We'll just do this for a bit because it's cool and it'll sell things and we'll make money. Because if no one thought that this new Spider-Man movie wasn't just to cash in on money, and guess what? I'm not even going to go see it. It's going to come out eventually on the TV and I'll watch it.
I'll go see it twice, don't worry.
The last Spider-Man movie was terrible.
Oh, I gotta go back and think which one that was. But
the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, it was bad. It was real bad.
He's got such a... Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Did you hear what Taylor Swift had to say about him?
It made no sense. Who cares about Taylor Swift? She's a millionaire.
Did you really just say, do you know what Taylor Swift said about Jake Gyllenhaal? I'm sorry.
I thought you were mad about what Court said.
Is this the 13-year-old girl podcast? Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tweens with Dreams here with your co-host, Waba Plays.
I don't understand how many people, and it's like an age group. It's like 25 to 35 want to go on the internet and whine and complain like little babies. It's like they weren't given everything growing up because their parents gave them participation medals. That's the problem. Their parents were like, way to go. You lost at a hockey game, but you tried. Here's a trophy. That's why they go out and they go, I can go on the internet and cry like a bunch of little babies because they haven't dealt with like hardship. So they think this is the end all be. Someone ruined the Matrix. Well, guess what? Supposedly the Matrix sucks. So go watch the bad movie. Who cares? You're going to watch it anyways. The best is these people half the time, I guarantee, is I've already seen it and they still pull out, don't ruin the movie for me. Don't ruin it.
People do things for clicks a lot, specifically Days of Yore, but
yeah, I purposely trolled Bruin's Twitter today with my Tuukka Rask tweet. 100%. I wasn't feeling well today. I was sitting on my couch and I saw so many stupid tweets again about people like, oh, Tuukka Rask sucks. And I'm like, you know what would be funny? If I insinuate, but don't say that Tuukka Rask is signed with the Bruins, even though he did sign a PTO with the Providence Bruins. If you just insinuating just want
to watch the
and
world
the amount
burn.
Of people got so mad, they were like, he hasn't signed. I'm like, yeah, guess what? He will. He's practicing with the team. So my tweet isn't wrong. Like, shut up. I don't care. I'm honestly trying to ruin your day because you're annoying me. Because I'm not saying anything. I said to someone, I was like, that is like me putting out a tweet saying Bobby Orr is a Boston Bruin. Because guess what? Bobby Orr is a Boston Bruin. Tuukka Rask still technically is a Boston Bruin. He hasn't signed with any other team. He hasn't retired. So guess what? He's a Boston Bruin. Even if he retires, he's still a Boston Bruin. Pez, you're a Boston Bruin.
Woo! Yes, I made it.
You finally did it.
Look, I made it.
It just people. I don't know. I'm in a mood today, and I just don't care. I don't care.
It's that 6G.
Oh my god!
That was a fun little rabbit hole. You got to unlock a rant. I was keeping.
I get what you're saying, Wubba. I truly do about spoilers because you truly you're like a kid in a candy store, but you will see it on day one. So
so I'll do the thing to make sure I can see it,
which is fine. But if I was you, to be honest, I've only done this once. The last Star Wars movie, I went and saw it. I didn't go on the internet for 48 hours.
So I actually would. When the first new Star Wars came out, because we used to see movies a lot. This was pre-child. I would walk out of the theater when the trailer would play because I didn't want to even know anything, and I would have my wife text me when it was back on.
And I do that with video games now. I don't want to see any more of a new game that I like. I just don't like. I really want to play Horizon. It's gonna get ruined, but I'm still gonna play it. I'm gonna see Spider-Man. I really liked Ghostbusters. But if someone told me everything about before I saw Afterlife that was in it, if I'm not an idiot, I would have guessed anyways. Like, if we don't know what everything is in a movie by the trailers, like, come on, Spider-Man, like, spoiler alert, guess what? There's a bunch of people in it.
However, the trailer is intentionally misleading.
No,
there
it's
are
not.
No. There are things in the trailer that don't actually occur in the movie.
Yeah,
and I hope
the fight.
No.
Yeah.
But I hope that that was kind of cool because there are more Marvel trailers coming out. And I hope that they're misleading because I think games and movies should do.
You know what they should do? They should give a character powers of a superhero in the Spider-Man movie, and then just act like it's no big deal out of nowhere, and make the other guy's powers seem like they're just stupid and pointless. Let's do that in a movie.
They're gonna give him 5G.
They make the guy just make portals. The guy can just make portals out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. Just human beings, just like, you know what? I got the same magic as you. I can do this. Yeah, come on. That's when you get stupid. People are acting like I'm gonna cry about this movie. Jesus, people. The fact that that's even in the movie, like, it makes the movie terrible.
Or it doesn't like Marvel confirmed.
No, I do. I just don't get why whenever they do something with Sony, they jump the shark. Like, you know what's amazing? The Disney Plus TV shows, the Marvel ones, Hawkeye was amazing.
I just saw that.
Loki was amazing. Their TV shows right now have been way better than their movies that have released at the same period. Eternal supposedly was terrible. Spider-Man, I know people are crying, but people are only crying because those other things that happen in it. So that's nostalgia. It has nothing to do with the movie. Let's be honest here. Nostalgia is winning. It's not the movie itself. Correct. The movie is actually trash. If you really go watch Screen Rant, where the guy does the whole, like, he goes, did the pitch? Oh my God. It just destroys the movie. It eats it alive. I don't know, man. It's just hilarious. The TV shows have been so much better. Like, Pez, you watch TV shows with your daughter. How good are they?
They're very good. Very good. Hawkeye, I was disappointed with the finale.
Well, it's because they already put what's his name?
They ran out of time.
They put that guy in the other movie, so then they were like, I got to put the guy in this thing.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why they had to do it, because they decided they were going to do all these crossovers. So those two were going to be connected, but I really enjoyed the story. See, I like stories. And from what I understand in the Spider-Man, it's just, hey, look at us. Do you want to give us money?
Also, Court, you just did the thing I was saying where you were intentionally vague as to not spoil because you're a real one.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for people.
I know, I'm just saying, you're one of the good uns.
You can talk about something and say how much you like it without actually having to say it, but like I could walk out of the Star Wars movie and say that was amazing without giving away the ending.
Yes,
but it's very easy.
Let people do that.
But you eventually have to let people talk about this thing.
Yep, I might give it a week.
Sorry,
that's what I say. Give it a week. If you really want to see it, you'll see it. If things are coming up, stay off the internet.
Honestly, 3 days. Give it 3 days. 3 days is fair game. If you don't see it within 3 days, it sucks to be you, dude. You're obviously not a true fan.
Court's on the Easter approach. If Jesus was resurrected by the time,
well, both of you and I are Jewish. We know there's no. Come on now.
I'm just saying.
Yikes.
But no,
let's
that was
not
good.
get into Christianity.
But anyway, about Taylor Swift, am I right, guys?
So I think that's God. What are we at time?
We can wrap it up. We can wrap up Tweens with Dreams podcast.
I was
So
gonna say-
honestly, go see Spider-Man if you enjoy it. You know what? It's cool.
It was a fun movie. I just saw
Batman
it.
and Batman and Superman are in it. Even the Goonies show up halfway through it.
Trump shows up.
Yeah,
May does the truffle shuffle.
he comes through a portal and does the truffle shuffle.
And since Sony made
Data-
it, Nathan Drake shows up towards the end.
Well,
Data
yeah.
comes in, and the little teeth jump out and grab Norman Osborn in the package.
Well, let's be real. Spider-Man is an amazing character, and they decided to cash in on it.
It's great.
Before
Guess what
the
the best
movie-
Spider-Man movie is? Into the Spider-Verse. That's the best
Spider-Man
Spider-Man. No, Into the Spider-Verse by far.
They showed 2 trailers. One was
Marvel
very
wants to
good.
cry.
One was very bad.
It's very good.
The Batman. They showed the Batman trailer.
Okay.
It
Can we
looks
talk
incredible.
about how that looks like it's gonna be the best movie ever? So
looks very
Marvel
good.
Universe can
This
do
is Jack too. What the F?
Marvel can do a whole cinematic universe, and DC can just be like, we're just gonna release one movie that's better than all of them.
We're gonna do one Batman every 5 years, and you guys are gonna love it.
And then they
It
showed
looks amazing. Doctor Strange.
they showed Uncharted, which
Yo.
looks terrible.
What? Okay.
I thought they showed Doctor Strange as well.
Nope. They showed Doctor Strange. They showed the Doctor Strange trailer. They showed it at the end of the movie.
And it released
Yeah.
online already, so
Yeah, you know,
but
it's
like,
it's there.
it was a nice
Spoiler-
surprise when you first saw it, but it's already online.
Spoiler
Yeah,
alert!
Jason.
It takes off from the WandaVision. Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
It's
Well, yeah,
in the
because-
trailer.
They're
Like,
making you.
originally,
They
originally,
he was supposed to be in it.
Doctor
WandaVision.
Strange 2 was supposed to come out first before Spider-Man. but it
Well,
got
yes,
delayed.
which makes sense because now when you
Yeah.
watch the trailer, you're like, why did this not come out? For...
Yeah, you're like, we already know about the multiverse. I just sat through a 2.5
In fact,
hour movie. that
Loki
just
explains the
explained-
multiverse way better with Kang. That's better. It's better. It is. The
I agree.
Kang multiverse, the whole thing that he does in his office is way better than even what Doctor Strange does. Doctor Strange goes from being this very serious character to in Spider-Man where he's like, let's all do Scooby-Doo and who cares? And all of a sudden I'm just going to do stupid things and listen to a teenager and decide let's destroy the world because he wants his girlfriend. Like, what the? Oh my God. What a terrible plot.
I respect what you said about Uncharted. I still think it looks fun, and I think the people in it are good, but I don't know if it was cast correctly. I
It was
don't like
cast terribly.
which I like Tom Holland. I don't like whichever Wahlberg is in it. I don't
Mark
know which
Wahlberg,
one.
and he's
Mark.
the worst of the Wahlberg.
Is he the one that was in Saw? Or is that
No.
that
No,
was
that's
Donnie.
Donnie.
That's Donnie.
I can't tell the
Mark
I know
Wahlberg
they're
was
Jesus,
different.
you can
Transformers.
name us like whatever Japanese anime person that like dropped a pencil in a show, but you're like, I can't figure out the Wahlbergs.
Mark Wahlberg. Okay, Mark Wahlberg was in all the Transformers. He
He's in
was
everything. Yeah,
Marky
how's your
Mark and the
mother?
Funky Bunch.
Okay, so he was in
that,
Departed.
uh,
Okay.
Hey, and he's also in that very good.
Wait,
SNL
Mark Wahlberg
the-
sang as well.
The
He
Mark
was in
Wahlberg, the Mark, yes.
Are you
It's
kidding
such
me?
a good vibration.
Who
Mark
owns
Wahlberg and
who owns the
Funky Bunch.
restaurant?
Come on.
All of
All
He
of them.
committed a hate crime back in the 90s in Dorchester.
These are facts.
He
He also slept with my
I-
buddy's sister in Pickering in his
Yo,
trailer.
Buddy sister.
his movies outside of The Departed, and it's not because of him that it's a good movie. His movies are terrible, and he should not have been cast in that movie. I
It's-
didn't even like
it's
the
not a good
goddamn
one.
game series, and I didn't want him in that movie. Sad.
It's not a good casting. Tom Holland, I think, is very good, and plus he's hot right now. Like, what is it? Who is he? There's an actor that he was in like
Tom
everything.
Holland's so hot right now.
It happens all the time. We get like I think like Chris Pratt was in everything. Like he's like another one of them. But like,
he's
Oh, you mean Mario?
Jesus
oh my gosh, he's Mario. But like you see them in like literally every. It's like how Lil Wayne was in every single song like in the 2000s. It's like Tom Holland's gonna be in
because
everything.
the younger generation likes crap, so they're just gonna give it to you over and over again.
But the scene, so they Uncharted 3 is my favorite.
At least
I
Pez, at
know
least
that's
we had like
not popular.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt, like actors,
And they were in everything too. They
they're good,
continuously do it. Not
but
saying it's bad.
but they're good.
Oh yeah, they're great.
But if you want to have a good laugh, go check out the SNL skit of Mark Wahlberg talking to animals. It's the greatest thing ever. Say hello to your mother for me.
The
Chris
Uncharted
Miller.
3 cargo plane scene looks very good. In terms of how it looks.
Spoiler
in the game.
alert.
It's in the trailer.
I'm just saying, man. I don't want people crying on the internet.
Okay. Guys, thank you very much for coming to the Tweens and Teens podcast.
It's tweens with dreams.
Okay, the
How dare
Tweens
you.
with dreams.
Yes, we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
We're gonna get
That's
DMCA'd.
one to jam. I don't care.
Where you can listen to Taylor Swift, Jake Gyllenhaal hot takes. But thank you guys seriously for coming by. Last stream of the year. We hope you had fun. We had a little bit of topics and a little bit of rambling in there, and I think that's I don't know. It's fun for us. So hopefully it's fun for you guys as well. If you want to hang out with us again, please make sure to rate us on your podcast platform of choice. Spotify just released ratings. Literally all you have to do is go to our page, hit a button and click 5 stars. It's super easy and it makes you a better person, and Santa will take it into account for next year, since he already arrived this year. So get that good karma up, so you get good gifts next year. And that's it. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so we get that sweet, sexy vanity link. Please check it out. Search 3 Dads on a Console on YouTube. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Happy New Year! And see you in 2022.